Lockstitch and the Silver Thimble.
Hello, everybody. This is episode 16 of Renaissance. Today we are going to the Silver Mountains, outside of. It's on Seasonal at the southwest portion of Seasonal. That is where another rift is appearing, and today's team is like we're landing nearby, and these guys are going in. Before we get to that, Nika's gonna talk about the main character energy packet, or all the packets, wander packages coming.
It's me talking about packages. So the menu is posted in Workshop. Those are the things that are available. Obviously, immediately you're noticing that the majors are already sold out. What we opted to do this time, we discussed it heavily. We decided to make the majors invitational only based on what it was that we were planning to do for the season. It is a big commitment on both sides. It's a lot of money from y'all. It's a lot of work from us. We wanted to make sure that we were setting ourselves up wholesale for success in that. We did a mix of criteria for who ended up invited. We re-invited majors from last season, characters who haven't done the mega packs before, and who we thought would fit the stories that we want to tell. So I know a bunch of you were interested. We did our best. We offered more than we have in the past, but we're gonna see how that goes. Yeah, that's basically it. We're gonna see how it goes. We wanted to just make it good. We want to do a good job. So fingers crossed. Then minor main character energies, similar to the way that we did them this year, by arcs. We're going to be doing arcs again next season. We liked those. We'll keep doing those. You'll see Queen Crew is an option. So that is an NPC, a full new character on one of the Pirate Queen's crews, because we're going to do arcs by Pirate Queens next season. It's not just an occasional thing. It is kind of the same as the minor main character energy. You're just on the opposing team. There are going to be a lot of opportunities to re-see those characters. We have lots of plans for the way that the Pirate Queens are going to interact and clash over the course of the season, so I'm very excited for that. Art ones are all basically the same, everything that you've seen before. Your major glow up is your full fresh, full 100% new art. Minor is, the glow ups that you know. The arcs are specific to the arc that they're in. We're probably going to offer 2 variants for those. One will be in the theme of the Pirate Queen, so I think I said before, Oubliette, kind of gothy, so to be a gothier one. Or the location in which that is the focus location. We'll tell you that the first arc, I don't want to give too much away, but debating on how to word it, how much to say about it. One sec. Must confer. Must discuss. The council must confer. Give me one beat. Okay. Yes, consulting the council. It's me and Alan and Rupert. Rupert has nothing to add in this particular topic, but sometimes he has big opinions. So this is going to be, I think, side 18. I don't have my map on me. It's south of Alkali. Will be the first location that we'll go into. Yeah, 18. Which is incidentally where Amon is from. So thematically, deserts, but not boring deserts, magical deserts. Should be pretty good. Should be pretty good, and we have lots of neat ideas for that. So we'll say the first one, that's what it's going to be. There's a mix of them, lots of different aesthetics, because we want to play with different vibes, showcase how different each of the Pirate Queens can be, and each of the different regions can be. And then Mini glow-ups are just a little price point, just to add some items that you might have onto your existing art, that kind of deal. So I think that's pretty much everything right there. If you have questions, feel free to throw them in the chat, and I'll answer them there. So Alan can, play the game.
Alright, trying to play the game. Give me a second. My stream was going like crazy slow, so I just wanted to change things. Alright. Anybody else is like Twitch going crazy slow lately?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Guys, you're not playing today. I'm sorry.
My bad.
No.
Back it up, guys. Going home.
Yep, that's it. Wrap it up.
Yep.
I have no home.
That's sad.
You can crash at Caram's place then. Sounds great. He never uses it. He's always at Cash's house anyways.
Yes!
Cash.
I don't know if Cash is actually in chat.
Oh yeah, Cass is on a trip.
He can't defend himself then. House party. Well, Vanix is there. We can just ask Jellybean if we can crash there. It'll be fine.
So, alright, excellent. My stream seems to be doing fine now that it's over on Chrome, so... So we have Caram, played by Prophecy of Zero.
Pleased to be here.
We got Krieg, played by Toast.
Hello there.
We got Midnight, played by Kawari.
Book.
We got Tarkus, played by Ro.
Hello.
And we got Vatna, played by Lurid.
Flutter, flutter, glimmer, glimmer.
Okay. So, you all coming back from... This is, like, either the same day or the next day from, the game last week. We are likely in the submarine to... not submarine, likely in the, airship to get back here faster. As we were told that there was about to be a large rift in the area. So, as you all approach, like, Professor Winter, or like Nickel, is definitely, like Officer Trafford, is at the airship's wheel. We've got Pim and Akana right next to him. Like, that section of it's like covered. Like, you five are the five that are on this mission. From a distance, you can immediately tell something is off with the Silver Mountains. There is a resonance in the air that you can hear like humming from far away. Anybody with any bit of better hearing will hear that first. So like I'm not making jokes about their ears, but we got the tingers. They got those ears for reasons. And like Midnight, like any of the Canaan creatures, can probably hear it as well. But Tarkus and Vatna, you are both feeling it, like, as the resonance of the echo is vibrating in your horns, Tarkus, and it's like, it's all through your, it feels like, was it when somebody's touching a web that you're touching, you know, like somebody's strumming the universe, Vatna. That's how you're feeling it. But everybody in the crew that's on the ship, anybody, and even if you're not on the ship, if you are within a 3-side connection, if Like tier lower feels this, folk song feels this, and seasonal feels this. And it is sending all of your instruments into a disarray. You are detecting magic everywhere. You are detecting anomalies all over the place.
Well,
the-
that can't be good.
Is the feeling, the strumming erratic, or is there a pattern to it?
It is a constant hum. I don't think it wavers at all. Like somebody struck a tuning fork and you're just waiting for it to like slowly stop, and it has not. But it's also not increasing.
Does that mean that Tarkus is
That's
vibrating?
gotta feel funky coming from the horns.
Are your horns vibrating, Tarkus?
My antennae are. Won't stop.
I wonder if Tarkus just feels like a tingling going down his spine constantly. Starts from the horns and just travels down.
Yeah, for sure. Krieg, yeah, I think you're the first one to spot it, but in the air, it is because it's snowing on this side of the world. Everybody, there is snow in the air. We are flying an airship through a snowy sky. Some of those flakes aren't snow. You see silver dust, like floating through the air, and as soon as you notice it, like somebody being dusted by a light snowfall, like as they touch Caram, they do spark up harmlessly. Like we know that he's not about to ignite into it, but showing everybody just how pure of silver is in the sky right now.
Right, everybody. If you get cold, just huddle around Karam. He'll warm up because of all the sparks.
Always offer me.
That's kind of a weird choice.
Well, look at him. He's sparkling. All that silver dust in the air.
Vatna
wish I-
sneezes.
Just... But do you guys? Yeah, let's just get us like you all land outside of the mountain home of where the dwarves are. Like the airship is acting up, everybody, and your machines, like all your anomaly detectors and your communicators, it's about 50-50 if they're pointing you to anything that's actually there.
I'm guessing the forklifts aren't working either.
The forklifts are like having issues, but you could, if you wanted to bring one, go for it. But it is much like all of the other things, unreliable right now.
How reliable is our magic?
Pretty good, pretty solid. You have no, and like unless you don't think it would be, but
It's Silver Mountain, so I feel like it'd be enhanced, if anything.
They are not magical. They do not enhance your magic. The resonance will, like it can for sure.
Yeah, doesn't silver normally repel magic?
Not
destroy, repel.
Contain, but yeah, like it is like the other end of a magnet kind of thing. You can push it around. You can push magic around with silver.
They silver on us responding in any way to this resonance that we're experiencing?
Absolutely,
sword
it
or-
does. all of your silver, the closer you get to the mountains, is also humming along with it.
Hmm.
As you approach the door, let me just real quick. As you approach the door, it is sealed shut. There's a lattice work of silver braided up as though this is some form of security door.
All right, we got 2 ways to go about this. We got brute force or brains. Which one do you want to try first?
We could try
Well,
knocking.
Go the
Guess
the
I'm-
voice method. Knock, and then if they don't answer, knock down the door, I guess.
There are much easier solutions than knocking down the door.
Yeah, but these are voices people, so you know. Feel like I pulling a voice right now.
All right, well, I'll go up there and knock then. Just a little guy walking up to a giant door, knocking on the.
Yeah, roll me 2d20. Krieg, I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like with Cosmopolitan, especially, so as you knock on the door, the silver webbing becomes words, and you understand these immediately, and a lot of you also get it. It is quarantine. A great sickness fills these halls.
Well, I can't trust that because I don't know who wrote it.
That doesn't work on me. I can't read.
Go
I'm
and
just-
get the rift suits.
That's true.
Also, it's winter as fuck, by the way, guys. It's so cold. Like, whenever you're describing what you're wearing, remember that you are on a metal mountain in the snow.
How tall
Midnight
is
may
this
have
now?
dived into the snow while we were walking up.
Is the snow taller than me?
I don't know if it's like it could be like permafrost. No, it wouldn't be because this is new snow. So yeah, it's been snowing for days, and nobody has snowed this pathway. Shoveled this pathway, guys.
So this whole time we've probably just been seeing Krieg's hat moving through the snow. No sign of Krieg.
Popping
See,
up every time I want to talk.
want to be like able to skim across the surface of it?
I run really fast, but I'm just walking normally. I gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, what type of snow? Is it like the fluffy powder? Is it like the solid
I
overnight
think-
frozen type?
Here, it's probably been snowing 4 days, so I think it's like skiing snow, like on top, fluffy, but then it can pack real well.
Ooh, fresh pow.
I wish I knew any snowboarding terminology.
Yeah, sure, some pow, bro.
Well, unless we want to leave or find a window to go through, this is what we got. So I'm hopping up so you can see my face as I speak to you.
Look at the door, see if there are any other indications of mechanisms or interactable features.
And
Yeah,
Someone
you
taller.
don't even need to roll for the looking at it. There is a handle, but it is you see it like caution tape. Now that like the more you look at this webbing, that seems like what it is. Like just a bunch of silver lines that are each saying caution, contamination inside, quarantine.
Now, are we certain that this is where we need to be? This is where we need to enter?
I mean, no matter where we end up coming in, we're going to run into whatever the problem is, isn't there?
This isn't one of the anomalies, is it?
One of the anomalies is inside the this mountain. The door itself is not an anomaly.
Okay.
I mean,
You can open this door. I will tell you that that right now. You can cross the line and just get in. It's not super locked. It's just giving everybody a warning that there appears to be some type of contaminant inside.
Wonder if we could somehow create a barrier or bubble around the door, at least as some type of failsafe in case when we open it, something bad happens. Because this seems very clear in its caution against entry.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Oh,
If you
we
want to like try to set up. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Like I said before, we could get the rift suits and then maybe you said sorry, okay. For the scrolls, you said we could just use them this month since they were hidden.
Yeah. What were you,
Okay.
what did you want to do?
So my thought is we could get the rift suits to protect ourselves and use a scroll to make a force field to block the way when we head inside.
I had a similar thought. Rather than a force field, I was thinking a dome of silver. We have loads of the stuff right here. We could easily mold it.
You mean like a snowman made out of silver to protect the door?
Round's gonna go grab the rest suits while they're deciding this.
Can't they just throw them off the airship to us?
That's good
Hellbot
legs. You
style.
can jump that high.
I mean, a force field sounds perfectly fine. Like, they both would get the same thing done, but building a dome outside somebody's home might be. But the force field would work too. Like, I'll keep whatever contamination is in there. I can promise you that.
We need
Well, who's got the best?
someone who could do that. Do you have a scroll?
I have many.
Well, I'll let you do the honors then.
All right.
Or shall we wait for Caram? Make sure he can get
I
back
think
in.
we should. I think we should wait for Caram. Like, as
Make
much
sure
as I want
everyone's
just
suited
bust
up
on
first.
in. Yeah, you don't mess with quarantines unless you are willing to put yourself on a time limit. Rarely goes well.
I hate wearing those things.
Yeah, I'll just go grab it and come back.
It's because your wings get all stuck in the suits.
Yes, imagine if a fish needed a dive suit. That's what it feels like.
Well, there was that one time. What? Well, now that we've got the suits on, let's go put up the force field. We'll get going.
Yeah, absolutely. I was wondering if I had a token for it, but does not really seem like I do. Nope, I failed this again. Oh, so Midnight, what does the force field look like?
It's basically he's just using the scroll to basically force his shadow magic into the form of basically a wall. So he just uses the scroll, chants the incantation, and his shadow magic just is pulled out of him into the scroll and just covers the door.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let me do this inside here then.
Take a little taste like brownie batter before it's been put in the oven. This will be a good one.
Like inside this mountain. Normally, right here, there's a train waiting for you to take you deeper. You see no train waiting for you at the stop. Yeah, I mean, you see that one, but that one's around the turn. You can't see that right now.
Were they expecting us, or are we just doing this because we want to?
Nobody was expecting you. No, we haven't sent letters, I don't think.
Is it pitch black in here, or is there a light source?
It's very, very dark.
I'm gonna just climb on top of Midnight, because you can probably see where everybody's going.
I think Midnight has Kiri's sword out and just trying to see if he can figure out if the vibrations get stronger as they head further in.
Can I just magic up some like floating light orbs?
Yeah, for sure.
Do that, like dancing lights style.
So you do see like a path, like there's a sidewalk as well as a train path that'll lead you deeper into the place. And it feels like you're walking for hours. You haven't seen a single person. You have not seen a moving train.
God, the ghost train was more lively than this place.
Were the tracks installed, or were they like carved from the mountain itself?
I think installed. Actually, most of these tracks weren't even built here. They moved them from Lullaby.
Are they even made of silver?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The only thing not silver is stone. But by walking the track, you do eventually arrive at the city. At the Silver City that resides in the mountain. It's not huge, but it is beautiful. It's a home of a couple dozen dwarves that survived the trip here from Lullaby in the world of Seasonal when everything collapsed. Seasonings. As the city was made of silver and thus could not completely be absorbed into the echo. And those people found the Silver Mountain and hid in it because they were afraid of... They learned about people being combined into new people, and they were terrified of it. So they started living here. They do leave once in a while, but they are still quite agoraphobic of people, as people.
Midnight had asked earlier, but I guess now that we're in town, it would make a bit more sense. Is his sword vibrating more that now that we're here?
I think it's the same. I think it's resonating exactly the same as the mountain around you. No more and no less. Now that you are inside the city, though, all of the everything independently is vibrating at the same frequency, and it's a bit much.
You know, I had a mountain just like this one. I grew a tree on top of it.
Yep, I remember when I rode that mountain into Liminal.
Good times.
Exciting
This-
times.
Exciting time. This mountain isn't even a liminal original. It's from Soki's old world.
Oh yeah, that's right. So do we keep down the tracks, or do we try and go explore the city?
Probably should at least go talk with someone. We're wearing the suits, so
Yeah.
whatever contagion they're
Yeah, we should-
worried about.
Yeah,
We'll be
we
fine.
should try to figure out what's going on. Like, this place is dead. It's concerning.
Do we see
And-
any dwarves?
You have not seen anyone. You do see a dusting of snow around you, as well as it is so cold in here. It's like a freezer.
I'm gonna just squeeze myself inside of Midnight's jacket and be like, "Oh my god, this is so much warmer."
Aren't you wearing a suit though?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, that's right.
He's breached the detonation
I can't-
zone.
And then, well, since there's so much silver around, I guess I'll just go by Caram since he's probably sparking up a lot.
He's in a suit too.
Damn it! I forgot. Well, I'll just freeze then as we continue walking looking for a dwarf.
Crosses his arms and just huffs to death.
Do these suits have removable helmets?
I assume they must.
Keep it on.
They are.
Can't breathe in here. I'd tear the helmet off. Stifling.
Well, I guess we gotta quarantine Vatna.
Only if he starts seeing symptoms.
Oh, roll me a d20, Vatna. 18. All right. So you feel a rush of energy, and it's almost, it's not even a sound or anything that you can make sense of. It is, imagine an amazing song, like the most beautiful song. Like you absolutely love this, but you get every single part of the song in a millisecond. Just like all of the sound at the exact same time. And that's what it sounds like. But it's not a sound. It is the magic around you is echoing and re-echoing and echoing and re-echoing off of everything silver. And for a split second, you feel an immense migraine. Just tunnel vision. And then it snaps back. And you manage to catch yourself perfectly fine. Like, nothing happens. You don't lose any AP. You don't lose any HP. And you are able to acclimate to it. But you are always aware. It is right there. And as long as you have your helmet off, if you are trying to do anything that requires concentration, you gotta roll twice and take the lower. But right now, no damage. And you can put your helmet back on. If you want to.
Yeah, I think just after a few seconds of like getting over the dark, the cold, the shock of the resonance, he just takes a few calming breaths. It's like, That's much better. And I'll put my helmet back on. Say, guys, the acoustics in here are terrible. We have got to put up some sound dampening pads.
That bad, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's just bouncing all over the place. It can't form any coherency to itself. It's
Can you tell where it's coming from so you have a direction, or is it just
no. It's just
yeah?
so far encompassing. Might have to go further in.
I think with an 18 I can give you a little bit. It's coming from below you, deep below you.
Guys,
Like,
I think
sorry.
I think it's coming. It's coming from beneath.
I mean,
This
find
was
a person that we can talk to find a way down and take care of it. Business as usual.
Sounds like a plan, but still, it's kind of strange that no sign of anyone. It's
Well,
a
we could
little
always yell really loud and see if anyone shows up.
Let's see if these trams work.
You know what? I think that gave me an idea. Although I'm not sure I like the idea given what Vatna just told me.
Just bark, and someone will hear you.
Just give me a second. Midnight's actually kind of shuffling around in the suit, trying to get the friend flute up to his mouth. It's not easy.
So like
He
you
wants
have
to
to
try blowing
like
the-
shift it from one of your pockets up to your mouth in the suit.
Yep.
Just a ridiculous thing to describe and to imagine.
Is that a snack bar in your
Yep,
pocket?
drop. Oh, that's when I went. I think I got. Okay, I think I got it.
Is there something in your suit? Are you breached?
No, I think he was trying to get a dog biscuit from his pocket.
Oh.
Yep. He's going to try and get it up, get the French flute up to his mouth and just blowing as hard as he can to see if he gets any kind of response.
Yeah. A couple minutes later, you hear whistling in response, and it's just like it is a pretty strong, It honestly sounds like when voice whistles. And like it's very melodic, and then it fades away at the end. Like, and yeah, you can definitely hear a cough in the background.
Guess we go that way.
What do your
Onward.
good boy ears hear?
God damn it, now it's in my shoe. I dropped it.
Boy.
Deeper
Look.
into the mountain, into the city that is under it, you see homes that are lit up, but as you approach the doors, nobody answers. But because you played the friend flute, like, you hear whistling attempted to be done through the house in the distance. And as you approach, you see, like, what is can only be described as like a hospital room, like quarantining people. The blue dwarves are laying in beds. Their eyes are super puffy, and like even under their blue skin, the redness is so apparent. Like their faces are all just swollen as though they are having like a tremendous allergic reaction.
What happened to everyone?
It's like the mouse crawls to the edge of the bed, very similarly under the effects, same effects as the dwarves, coughing. It's just, we got sick.
We can see that.
How did you get sick?
It started slow. We were getting headaches, just constant headaches, and then we all got a ringing in our ears, and at first it felt like it was okay. It was a delightful ringing, and then it was too much, and it feels like our heads are gonna split. It's like some people have to be restrained. They've been trying to crack into their own skulls.
Have they?
Just don't worry, we've got them sedated for now, but we can barely take care of ourselves.
I said, have you found anything that alleviates symptoms? I've been hanging around Dr. Cash too much. I never picked up anything medical from my father, but as soon as I met Cash, it's just been health this and safety that. Wait, that's
He's
K.
all about safety for some reason. Did you find a direction this came from, or a source, or anything?
There's some people closer to the mines started hearing the song first, and then they're the ones that got sick first, but eventually it's taken us all. We haven't found anything that makes the pain stop. This is like it. We cover our ears, and we can still feel it in our skulls.
So it sounds like the source is in the mines.
Dug too deep.
What's the quickest way for us? What's the quickest way for us to get there?
The mines are a maze to anybody that hasn't been down there. It's just, but like if you wanted, you could. And he tells you a series of directions, and to follow the train tracks. But be careful. The walls of the mines have been treacherous lately. Disorganized. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, would you happen to know your ways through the mines?
I do. But with this headache, I don't know if I could push through it.
Could I conjure a spare rift suit in their size?
I don't think so, because we have to make those.
Is this someone who's been infused with silver, or is this a mouse?
The mice are also infused with silver. It's their tails.
Anybody got the
Mice from Lullaby also, like, full of silver. He is just like...
Okay, then my idea is definitely a no-go.
Oh, what was your idea?
I was gonna see if I could kind of like put a shield over his head with the empty, but probably not a good idea for someone named Silver.
I think it's a great idea.
Anybody got any no-metal earmuffs, maybe?
No.
Anybody just have normal earmuffs?
Oh, they already said
Yeah.
that it's not a sound.
Oh, I was just gonna turn the
Oh
your
yeah, I
best
mean
to
yeah,
Nobel.
for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I'll try it. If there's just a spare thing of headphones around, I'll just see if I can
Yeah.
turn them into the mill.
Like it's been cold for longer than they've been sick, so yeah, there's probably like a scarf and some earmuffs.
Yeah, I'll turn them into null and be like, you could try putting these on, but silver and null don't mix if you have it on the outside.
Make sure your head doesn't explode when you do.
Come on,
'Cause it might.
Roll me 2 20-siders.
You try?
Oh my god.
That's
Oh,
so
one
good.
and a 13!
That is
That
like
one is not-
such a good reap and sow.
Do you want to keep it? Do you want to keep that?
Oh, that's a reap and sow.
Well, Midnight has
but
a
then you possibly
20.
want to 20.
I think it'd be funny to find out what happens, but that's just because it's
Yeah,
not
if you
me.
if you want to make it a 13, so a 13 is going to be an adventurous one, or you could just make it a or a normal 20. Up to you. Or you could hold on to that 20.
Well, Pod said that 1s and 20s can only swap with each other, so that's why I was thinking that.
Fuck yeah, yeah. You want to swap that?
So,
You want to get rid of that one?
So that's up to Caram.
I'm fine either way. I just play the game normally. I don't do more than +1s or -1s normally. So I'm completely fine with whichever way you want this to go. Keep in mind that one is an F in chat one.
In your luck, yep.
Oh.
Need a cheer squad
Oh.
to balance out the 13.
So, make your choice.
Yeah. I'd say go with it, but
Well, yeah. Like go for it as in swap, or as go for it as keep it.
keep it. You'll just let it ride. We'll see
Keep
what
it.
happens.
All right. So, as you put the null metal, well, not yeah, just
Vatna takes a few steps back.
you hear there is a crack through around, and it sounds like and you hear it bouncing off the walls of this place like you're in a massive canyon, and it sounds like it's just like you snapped a bone. Caram, as you turned this pair of headphones, like little earmuffs, into a null item, and they put it over their head, and they immediately just fall to their knees, just like, it worked. It worked. A spirit of not like a spirit just was killed for that, by the way.
Tarkus, you okay?
What?
I think Tarkus is alive. We can go.
Why would I be dead?
I don't know. He said a spirit died, so I just, wanted to double check it wasn't you.
Tarkus isn't a spirit.
I
Anymore.
was never a spirit.
Well,
Why
well,
does it
those terms I get mixed up a lot,
There we
so.
go? That stuff has to have presence.
Well,
Somewhere in the distance, Royce pauses for a moment as if his heart stopped.
well,
A little.
now
You
you
just
can...
killed something with that.
But he saved something with that.
Look. I'll feel bad if it was a spirit that had fully gained sentience. Otherwise, I really don't care.
And you would know either way.
My seems nice. Anyways, could you lead us now that your head's not feeling like it's gonna explode?
She's like, oh, absolutely. Could you do that for everybody else?
It's not a good solution.
By the amount of time it would take to get this for everyone versus the amount of time that it would take for us to go down and solve whatever is doing this, it'd be quicker to go down and fix this.
Okay. And she's like, yeah, I can lead you there. My name's Turing, by the way.
And he holds out his hand to shake it.
It's
I
a
didn't
pleasure.
come prepared for any tests.
It's like, okay. All right, everybody. It's like, whatever this is in the mines pretty deep. It's just like, we got to get there as fast as possible. Oh, before these earmuffs, it was about over for me. You guys do have this guy. That's interesting. All right.
Is there?
As per. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna look at some of the other people in bed, see if there's anything else going on with other than.
Oh yeah, you want to do a little diagnosis? Sure.
Yeah, a little bit of diagnosis.
Roll me 2d20. Yeah, there you go. 20. You can see it. Like, clear as day, what's going on with them. The Echo's magic is getting into them. The Echo's magic is inside this mountain right now. And it never has been before. They are having a massive allergic reaction to magic. Which, with a 20, you can put the pieces together. I'm pretty sure that deep in this mountain. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, they've never. They've chosen to keep away from Echo till now, and now something's in it. It makes sense.
And also, there's probably a broken weir pipe down at the bottom of their mines.
Overflow. Do I think that an AP shot will act like a Benadryl? Or some type of antihistamine? Magic antihistamine?
I think it'd probably be like the opposite, right? And so you just be shooting them full of magic, and they're not good with magic.
Aren't these AP shots based off the liminal mushrooms that we discovered very long ago?
That is true, absolutely. They are from seasonal. I know, they are from seasonings. They are not from liminal.
True. Okay, so we need the seasonings coffee.
But yes, absolutely. That.
Can I somehow get a thermos of that from Soki's secret stash?
You know he guards that better than he guards his house.
He guards that better than the kites and fish tinger.
Well, what I'll say is I think if they had something from seasonings, it would help.
Yeah, they have the seasonings coffee. That's where Soki got it again. It's from these guys. Like, yeah, all their stuff is like they are doing everything that they can. I'm sure there's a way for this to like help. You know what? Yeah, why don't we give them the AP shot? Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
AP shot of a seasonings coffee, or seasonings coffee with a shot of AP.
Or we can just even keep it as the liminal mushroom ones. Like, you're right. That's there's no reason that wouldn't help them a little bit. Like, it's just Benadryl for now. Like their body's just like, okay, this is okay, this is okay. They still feel like shit, but nobody is dying from a migraine because you just did that.
I don't think it'll help for too long. For now, I don't think anyone's at risk of cracking their skulls open.
Yeah, buy us some time.
This Turing here is so excited right now with his earmuffs on and with a scarf, like the nose scarf around his neck. He's just like, he's me right after like a massive migraine ends, but I'm still like hopped up on the caffeine that it took to get rid of it, just throwing punches in the air. He says, all right, let's go. All right, this way.
Yeah, those trains lead deeper. Sorry.
It's like, oh, the trains, they go around the city, dropping off people. Or we could go straight to the, they could take you to the mines. But don't worry, you got me. It's Turing.
Yeah,
I know a shortcut.
I'll trust him.
Sure.
You should. It's me.
Lead
I'm
on.
Turing.
We turned out the
What if
lights.
we walked? What if we walked into?
Darkness.
What has
Imprisoning
dark
me.
vision?
Is it still,
Midnight
is
does.
it like super dark?
It's just
It's
pitch black.
a black map.
Yeah, it's pitch black.
That's so weird.
Is there a light source?
Oh,
There we go.
Oh.
I see.
now we can see.
I fixed it.
Huzzah!
We can see. We can see about this far in.
Yeah, I think I am looking at Nika's screen and good. All right. So you all can see significantly less than Turing can. That is like I wasn't fully expecting us to bring him. So, but all right. He knows what's up.
Right. Yeah. Lead on. Try not to get too far ahead.
I was like, all right. So
Average silver mine.
it is the walls are incredibly, it's like the T-1000 was a cavern.
It's like quicksilvery.
It's quicksilvery, but it's also a little bit lenticular because it's not always quicksilvery, just when you look at it from the right angle. And you can see it is reverberating because of your 20. Like, absolutely. Wait, yeah. Because of your 20, you got it. This air, this silver doesn't know what to do with this much magic. All magic does is bounce off silver. So it is just echoing all along these mines. And outside of your suits, you would be okay, although you would still roll with disadvantage. But everybody else, this would cripple people. And it's very bad for the dwarves. And it's just magic being echoed back and back again. So that is the threat of this place. And reality is like nebulous.
In flux.
Yeah,
Fluid?
influx, like fluid. Like Turing might remember a door being somewhere, but suddenly that door won't be there, or the cavern is what. So I'm going to roll 2d. Yeah, it's got to be 2d20 for him knowing which direction to go.
Trust
Hey,
him implicitly. Go for
Hey,
it, Turing.
Midnight.
So,
You know exactly
So-
what you're doing, and we're here to follow you.
I don't know. I don't think
question-
that's a 10. That looks like a. Does that look like a 1 to you,
Midnight-
Midnight?
So, quick question for the whole reality thing, so I can think of how to explain this. Is it a way similar to, like, the inside of a rift?
Absolutely. Very similar to the inside of a rift.
So I think what happens is Turing is knows where to go. It's just reality in flux. It's a little complex, but I'm swapping out that 1 for the 20. But Midnight, remembering how to navigate rifts, he just sees he kind of notices how everything's just a little bit off, and need to go a bit more by the vibes of things. So he kind of corrects Turing when he senses that something isn't quite how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like-
And like Turing gets up here, he's just like, all right, everybody, we have to go this way. This is where we're going. And then, but yeah, the minute you feel something is off. And she's like, all right, we just go this direction, right through this doorway right here. We're good. Perfectly fine. And she's like, it's the... And he's saying it with great confidence, by the way, Midnight, because it was a 1. So he's so sure this is the way he's got to go.
Wait. Something's off in here. It's like I understand you know where you're going, but there is a distortion in here that, like, I'm pretty sure it's shifted things over that way. And Midnight will try to point in direction that he's pretty sure where what Turing is looking for is supposed to be, based on just how the distortions are in the mountain.
Oh, absolutely. And he's just like, oh yeah, of course. Yeah, my mistake, everybody.
It's okay. Reality can be weird sometimes.
Hey,
I didn't
Oh,
call
you meant this.
weird. Yeah. Not what you did last Thursday. Calm down.
how do you know about that?
I gotta go. Midnight. You know where we're going, right?
Less I know where we're going, and more. This reminds me of the inside of a rift so much that I'm kind of remembering how some of the distortions in rifts work, and it's seeming very similar. Been a while, but it's coming back to me pretty quickly.
Half of this place feels like home. I can't move my token.
Nope, my bad.
Neither can I.
Neither can I.
Haha!
Yeah,
I
same.
got it from one person and nobody else.
All right, Caram, you gotta lead us the way. And
I can't move anyone but me and Turing, apparently.
I can move Caram.
And so we were lost in the mines forever. Paralyzed with confusion.
Alright. Just heads up, if you like poking around, if you do expose something, that thing will see you too.
Oh boy.
But
now you
Terry
make me
knows-
want to poke around.
Yeah, Mister, I would need to kill everything.
For now, let's
Um,
focus on the mission. We can look for things on the way out.
like Turing is he's going exactly the direction
Oh,
he said he was going. Krieg, do you just mind giving me 2 20-siders, please?
Yeah. Before I do this, no, I'll do it afterwards. It'll be more fun.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's the tough choice, Krieg. Do you stick with the party? Or do you see something shiny, but the party doesn't notice that you're not with them?
Right, so that leads into my question: do I see anything valuable after I
Oh, you sure do.
bring out my little orb there for a sec?
There's something real shiny over here.
Okay, is it silver shiny or is it a different kind
It's
of shiny?
valuable shiny.
Okay, then
It's that very specific, like, oh, that's a rare item that you want to pick up in a dungeon.
I gotta go for it then.
But to be clear, the party does not know.
I'll be fine. It'll be okay. I'll be fine.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Ooh, it's a bag.
Oh, that is part of the shiny, but let me just creep. There's a hole in the floor here that leads to the other side.
Right, well, I'm gonna pick up the bag and then I'm gonna go through the hole in the wall. Can't just
Mhm.
leave things lying around. Gotta
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
put the bag on my shoulder and then walk through the wall and then be like, oh, good lord.
Oh no!
And he was never seen again.
Just a dragon's horde is the only way you can describe it. It is piles upon piles of gold.
Is it real? Because I know gold, and I know when gold's fake.
How did you test if it's real, Krieg? Like,
Well, the first one would be to check if it's an illusion by trying to pick one up. Next would be trying to test its, I guess, trying to bite it. You gotta lick it to know if it's real. Plus, it just kind of has this ring to it. You know, once you immerse yourself in enough gold, you just kind of get that vibe of it.
Don't
Krieg,
you have to take
the
the suit
one-
off to bite it?
Gotta lick
oh,
it.
you would.
Lick.
You can lick it through the suit?
Well, I would have to. Well, since I know it's real, I will, of course, try and test it because, as we know before, it's just magic from our homeworld. It won't do anything terrible, right?
So you're gonna take your helmet off real quick?
Yeah.
All right. Give me because you saw Vatna do it and Vatna survive it. Give me 2d20 to as you get hit with all of the it's trying to give you a migraine. Yeah. Like, oh no, you get hit and you feel it, and then it's just like it's putting you through the hallway of pain that is a migraine as you get that gold coin closer and closer to your mouth, and you bite down on it. The second you bite down on it, like, it becomes fully real in your hand, and like your headache goes away. They are real as soon as you tell them they are real.
Oh, okay.
So you got to start touching them, like make
Alright,
them real.
Let's go.
But-
I can.
Note,
Okay.
you're gonna have to get them out. Your friends don't know you're here, and as soon as they close the rift, whichever ones you haven't turned real will go away.
Bonus
Okay.
stage, go!
Yeah. Gotta use that speed to try and get all of it. I want to know this now before I mechanically try and do stuff. We never expressed how big the swaddle could be.
We never did express how big Swaddle could be.
Playlist turned to JoJo.
How big can it be? Because I'm sure you know where I'm getting with this.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah, so while
Well,
that's
you were
happening
them,
over there,
I'm busy touching every gold piece I can find, so we can go back to these guys.
Krieg, roll me another d20. On a scale of stealthy, where would you say you are ranking with the I'm touching all of these gold coins?
Well, I'm trying to prioritize speed. So,
No, yeah, absolutely. You
yeah.
just
I
give me
would
one
say
d20,
maybe
please.
Hold on.
Tough.
Since this
Oh,
is
okay.
wait. I'm curious to see what you were gonna say, but I also want to play a category up because this is important to me.
Yeah, absolutely, it's important to you. Like you're getting your hands on a ton of these things. What? I was going to ask, what does your swaddle bag look like? And then I realized that's a stupid question because we all know it's a big white bag with a dollar sign on it.
Right?
Or like it's one of those burglar bags for sure. Hey, we get quite far without knowing where Krieg is, by the way. Like, you guys are just making your way through these mines, and it is beautiful, but very alarming at the same time. Like, midnight is right. And, like, Vatna, you would recognize it too. This is incredibly similar to Walking the Rifts. It's where reality just isn't.
I think for this leg of the journey, I'm gonna keep my helmet off. Just see if there's anything that might be missed by the filter. Just sensing the place, raw.
Yeah,
One in raw.
give me a 20 setter.
2 take lower? Or
Oh,
just
yeah.
one?
Yeah, 2 take lower. I think we should stick to that.
Okay. I would plead for 1 extra die, because rifts are very familiar to me. To
Yeah, that's
bump it up
true.
to just 1 die.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah,
Nice roll.
18 for sure. The thing that is missed by the by wearing the helmet or wearing the suits is you can hear the echo of an actual song. somebody is singing in these tunnels.
Wait, I hear someone. They're trying to match the coordinates. They're trying to compile the song. Are they succeeding?
This song is making you sleepy, Vatna. It's making you oh so tired.
I'm just gonna lean on Caram drowsily. It's like, an enchanter.
Do you need me to make you earmuffs too?
No. I don't want my head exploding. Just let me follow you for a little bit. But I think it's coming from that way.
Yeah, there's the source of the music is coming from this direction. And I'm just gonna give it to you because you've got this guy with you, tearing with you. But he's gonna sneak back. You saw up here. This is waiting for you at this the entrance to the path. To the tunnel that he wants to go in. And Turing like snaps his back up against the wall. And he's just like, what is that?
Is that where the singing's coming? Or who the singing?
No, this singing's coming from over here, but the singing was moving.
Okay.
Because you rolled an 18, I think you're going to be able to like keep track of it. It is getting closer though.
And it approaches.
There's another thing over here as well.
That's not what I'm talking about. What is that?
Like that's what Turing's scared of. He's like, I don't know what that is. What is that?
How would we know? We just got here.
Break its leg!
Would the tunnel over here get us around it?
No, because Turing's just like went to math. He's just like, yeah, that should get us around it. Yeah.
Shall we go around it?
Yeah, absolutely. Sneaky.
I suppose. I want to fight it.
Midnight wanted a murder.
Oh, I had pointed over here, but I guess it would see us if we crossed, wouldn't it?
Oh, over here. This one's a dead end.
Oh, it's literally stopped right here for me, so I
should have gone for it, and then
It actually did look like a side path.
He just goes for it, like runs into the wall. He's just like pats the wall. Oh no, it changed again. But I don't want to take away Midnight's 20, like the 20 that Midnight gave him. But yeah, it just path this way.
It just perfectly cut it right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Let's just go around it for now. We can deal with this stuff when we're not all actively.
You see the feet of another one.
Ah.
Are you kidding me?
But there does seem to be a path this way. We would have to sneak.
No one's wearing heavy armor. You guys should be able to sneak.
I'm up for sneaking.
Turing
Yeah,
lowers
give it a
himself
shot.
down. It's like sneaky. Alright, I will give Turing's a mouse. I say that deserves an extra 20 side. He's very good. He is so good at sneaking.
There's one.
He's in the walls!
He just,
He just disappeared. Where'd he go?
he just
Master of stealth.
Yeah, absolutely. I can. Yeah, you guys all. If you were looking to sneak past this, you do it 100%.
Sure, I'll follow mouse. House of Mouse
Yeah.
over here.
All right. Before we go much further, I was going to ask: are we going to try to go to the singing, or are we going to keep going deeper? Because sorry, not Lord. Vatna would know that it's over this way, and that we would be able to get around the obstacle that was in our path. Now,
Sweet lullabies.
That is a decision to make. But we have to consider that there's people in not great shape. We need to.
Maybe they know something
Uh,
about it. They're trying to match it.
Krieg robbing.
Well,
Really?
they were. You said they were approaching, right? Are they still approaching?
They didn't get any closer in the amount of time it took Turing to like sneak you guys through. That guy's just so good at it.
like I said, for the fight, we can come back to this later.
Yes, that's.
Yeah.
I'm
Probably a better choice.
I'm getting sleepy. Can head further down. I think we should.
All right.
So this is where we are. It is a massive safe. It is in a pool of water. You can see, and it's not even a lot of it. There is a crack, and this is this is ground floor. You guys are so far down in the mines that this isn't silver anymore. This is just the echo. And
Bedrock
you can
type.
see, what's that?
Bedrock type stuff.
Yes, bedrock. That's what I was looking for. It's like you guys are there. And sure, the walls around you are silver, but in this one spot, a little bit of the weir has cracked through and just has been venting. It's been steaming into this place. And you can feel it. There is an open rift in that pool of water directly underneath that safe. It's like sitting just catty corner enough, like it came falling and flying through, and like came through the crack, hit the roof, but then was off angle, so it couldn't go back into it. And that and the leaking magic, which is causing the flood of the Echo's magic in these mines.
Why is there a safe down here?
I don't know, but I want to find out what's in it.
Well, let's get it off the rift first and then figure it out. Tarkus, Caram, could you help me pull? And
I was just going to flip it.
attach.
Oop.
I mean, I was going to attach the bane tendrils to it and have you guys pull them.
What were you gonna say, Tarkus?
I was just going to flip it, but now a question occurs to me. Does this safe look heavier than the ghost train?
It
Like the safe.
It
Oh,
could
it-
break what's inside.
looks like a giant silver safe.
try and leave it and just open it from there.
But I mean, the ghost train was huge and like, yeah, the ghost train was definitely heavier than this thing.
I'm gonna try to lift this thing. Actually, because it is still pretty big, Tarkus is gonna bring out Still Standing to help with the leverage.
In Midnight, were you also helping move this thing? Was that what?
You know, if Tarkus going over to do it, he's just gonna watch and wait for him to ask for help.
Have some popcorn and start watching.
The faith that you have in your teammates. This is definitely 2d20, Tarkus. Knowing that, like, yeah, go for it. Mm-hmm. All right. So,
Tough choice. You do need help.
yeah, here's the tough choice. Do you call for help? Like, asking somebody to help you out right now? Or do you roll one more time, knowing that anything less than a success, you are going to hurt yourself? But if you do succeed on the next roll, you can prove to everybody that this was nothing.
Every fiber of my being says roll again.
All right, roll again.
Eh,
Yes.
Ooh, there we go.
Okay, I
Never
have to raise
punished.
that. I have to raise that by 1.
30, 20.
So Tarkus, for a moment, it starts to slip. The weight is too much for you. Then you look over, everybody's eyes are on you. How do you show them?
I think for a brief moment as Tarkus is lifting it, the safe suddenly dips down again, and it almost looks like he got crushed. Before you just see the safe start to rise.
Just what was it? Just trunksing out of the Freezes Canyon thing. Inside this thing, as you hold it over your head easily, it feels like the weight inside is shifting, and you hear what sounds like thousands of thuds and a couple of screams.
Screams.
Guys, I think there are people trapped in this.
Alright, set it down gently then.
Do we want another force field? Just in case there's a breach and they scatter?
Sure, lock me in there with them. I mean, someone
I'll
has to
try.
open the safe.
I do want to try and open the safe now that it's secure.
Yeah, it's just... Since it's silver, we can't exactly bust it open with magic, so... Gotta do it the old-fashioned way.
Brute force. Or, you know,
Last time
actually
you knocked on
opening
one
it.
door, but this time you guys are just like,
I'm testing the handle, see if it's open.
Well, we don't know how much air they have left in there.
Well then, if it
Then it was a lock.
We
It'll be
heard that they
fine.
have air.
okay, fine. If we gotta get open right now, I'll pull out my magician's key and see if that'll work to open it.
oh, for sure. No, sorry, Tarkus, did you set it down? Or you did set it down gently.
As gently as he could manage.
inside, you see this guy.
This old guy.
I don't know why he's so squished. Oh, it's because I got a grid on. And it's just like,
Hello.
you see thousands of cans of meat and coffee and canned fruit. And inside is a very garishly decorated studio apartment style. Like, bunker? And he's just like, he looks out, he looks back and forth, he's just like, did you stop the singing?
Shh. They're still over there.
Get in here, quick!
Will it
Oh.
lock behind us?
No, I've got it. I can enter, I can open it from here. And like, he looks out of it turning and he's just like, turning? And he's like, Troll? King Troll? And he grabs him, he's like, get in here!
Oh, good. You know each other.
And if you all want to get into the safe, you totally can. Except for you, Toast. We gotta get back to you.
I'm busy getting more Mitch.
I gotta see how Toast is doing. I have to know.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, alright. So, roll me 2 more d20. Alright, a tough choice. Alright, did you get... Give me another d20 for the vitamin B. We'll give you that. Oh, distracted.
Yeah, that one's a positive, but she gave me a distractive modifier, so
Yeah, the B plus is the positive. B negative is the other one. Yeah, we'll interpret if it's negative. All right. So you gotta take the 5, the failure. Well, here's the failure. You hear a really loud snore of a dragon as it puffs out like a lick of fire across the ground. All the screaming of King Troll is echoing around out there. This dragon is about to wake up. You have successfully touched all of the treasure and have it swaddled in a giant bag. It's going to be very difficult to get it through the hole that snuck you into this horde.
is there another way out?
Well, this way looks like it might be a way out. But you'd have to sneak past that dragon.
Well, I did recently get a new tattoo that should help with this. That null metal tattoo I got.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Can you read
as
that out
long
for us?
I don't have it saved. I
Oh,
just
shit,
remember
I do.
it was the eye and it made me like pretty much invisible to anything and everything. Am I remembering?
Yes, you are. Yeah, you.
So I got the picture. I didn't think to save the text. I'm sure Alan will read it out for me because he's nice.
Yeah, I was just about to, but I was also doing production value stupid stuff.
No, you're good. You're good. Production
I
value is
can't
important.
resist it, you know?
It's important. Yeah.
Where did we do those tattoos?
In the epics.
Where the hell did I write that stuff down? You know, one day, I'll be a lot better about this.
You'll be organized. I believe you.
Oh, well,
You
yeah,
got
anyway, sorry, let's just, it does make you immune from detection of any magical source. Like, any way that somebody would magically detect you, like, even if you were temporarily a hole in the world.
Right. So with that tattoo on, I would like to stealthily avoid the dragon and try and leave.
You know, I cannot see a way that that wouldn't exactly work for that. The idea, like, alright, so trying to stay focused on Krieg here, everybody. Focus ping. So it's like Krieg with a huge bag of just treasure on his back. Makes it all the way up here. Just and like it feels buck wild. Nobody heard him coming.
Does his tattoo hide him from memory?
He falls out of the like you can see him like you can see him, but we already know you guys' sense of sound is dampened with the suits on. Like, so none of your mental and none of your magical abilities work. Like, you don't even get like the goosebumps when you feel somebody sneaking up to you in real life happen. Krieg's just suddenly there.
Even for Caram?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of. Unless you've been practicing with it, so like you're probably more aware of him.
I think I heard him as he came up. Not quite the entire time, but like I get like a second or two warning to like turn around like, what the? As just that tiny little patter that he's used to is coming up behind him, carrying a giant bag.
Are they in the safe or are they outside the safe?
They can be in the safe. If you want to knock on the door, or you could be just as the last of them are getting in.
I don't mind either way. Yeah.
So King Troll's just like, and she's like, oh, there's another one. Come in. Hurry up. Love the hat.
Thank you.
Where'd that bag come from?
Don't ask questions.
What's in it?
My stuff.
Was it always your stuff?
Is it new stuff? Can I see? I just want to see.
It was the bag is new. I will admit the bag is new, and I can show you once we're out of the dangerous situation, Vatna.
You promise?
I promise. Small guy promise.
Okay, I'm a small guy too. You can't break that promise.
I would never break a promise with another small guy.
Okay.
I'm not carrying it.
No, this is too important for you to carry. Who's the new guy?
I think he's royalty? Turing knows more.
Turing's like, this is King Troll, King of Lullaby. Back when Lullaby was on seasonings, he escaped the planet in a... He looks around the room. Ah, it worked. We all thought you were gonna die. He's just like, due to some fun experiences and seeing as the dwarf Royce and that squirrel, the one that liked the coffee a lot.
Soki?
That one. I figured it was only a matter of time before the reality was ripped asunder. So I made a
know
bomb
them.
shelter.
I hate that makes sense.
Well, funnily enough, it wasn't Soki that ripped the reality asunder.
Oh? I just like lost that bet.
Well, unless the bet was with one of the doors, you probably don't have to worry about paying that back.
Was I in the pool?
It wasn't. It's just like, It was mostly whether or not it was that Soki fella, and then Royce, and then we thought maybe Of Change would have a hand in it.
Oh.
Who?
But it's like, excellent. I'm glad so we're on a world with air. We can live out there. And Turing is here. So some of my subjects are here. Excellent. This is wonderful. I find the new home, new place great.
Not
Is
so
it-
great right now. You might become down with the sickness.
It's like, that does sound disturbed.
We'll probably be fixing that in just a little bit, so you'll probably just need to stay in here for like a day while the magic slowly rests.
That's excellent.
What was this
You
from?
do be careful. Oh, sorry. My guard. Have you seen my guard? And he's just large robot, 9 feet tall, tends to sing a bunch. People fall asleep in her company.
I have not. No.
Heard, not seen. They're out there somewhere.
Yes, I think in our haste, once we arrived here, like I sent them out to scout the area as I've done countless times. But I only now realized, and he holds up like a metal crank that has broken off. It is so clear that this thing has broken off a bunch of times. Like it's wrapped in duct tape.
The blueberry special.
Is that the crank to,
To turn them off search and destroy mode. I am concerned they might be infecting the area. And it's, as powerful as I am, and I am incredibly powerful. You wouldn't want to cross me.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't cross me. But I couldn't bring myself to possibly harm my dear servant. If I could ask you all to turn
Harm your
off,
servant?
not
Oh,
if,
you meant turn
harm her
off.
if only
yeah.
if necessary. Only if necessary. It's going to become necessary. She's very strong.
Ram slowly looks
alright.
at Tarkus.
Well,
I
midnight.
think I should
Alright,
throw
how
the
many
safe
pieces
on her.
minimum?
I live in this
Where-
safe.
Where do we put that switch? Crank?
It's right in her chest. Wait,
I
no,
can't
wait.
do it. I'm
I don't
there.
like that. I like that. I like it like the side of the head.
Honestly, I can also see the top of the head.
Like a peppermill.
That could work.
I don't say
Maybe-
the back specific. Like, oh, you guys aren't. Like, you in the chat aren't seeing the token right now. The token has it has a hole in her chest where there is just a giant nugget of silver.
So
Never
Alright,
something simple like the bottom of a foot.
to be fair, that would actually be somewhat difficult.
Well, the top of the head isn't too bad.
So you're saying we
Alright,
have
how
to...
resistant to magic are they?
Resistant to magic? I mean, not. I mean, they are made of silver. You could brute force it, I'm sure. Any magical enhancement would obviously work. But they are. Their core is basically pure magic. Graded by a wizard. Back on seasonings, I'll have you know. It cost me a pretty penny.
Well, I'm sure we can get it done. We're Lockstitch.
Yeah. So we go out there,
I'm
deal with.
Vatna.
King Troll. Tearing.
So go out there, deal with the pipe and rift. Then
We
deal
wanna
with the
close
robot.
the rift or a robot.
Both.
Do you have plans, Your Highness, of going back?
I am done rift hopping. I am done traveling the endless void. Especially because, look, my people are already here.
A little bit too much darkness encroaching on you.
Absolute horror. I could not live. I cannot die. If King Troll talked in just rock lyrics, I would really enjoy that.
Well, I think we should deal with the rift first. And then I have an idea of how to do this with minimal damage, but I'm going to take the suit off. Which is why I want to do the rift first.
Yeah, we should. We did take out the plug to it, so yeah, maybe
You have your sewing kit, Vatna?
I am the sewing kit.
And I brought one too. I mean, I made sure that was on the list.
Did you not bring one, Krieg?
Well, I didn't because I'm not very good at it, so I would rather. Plus, I saw Vatna coming, so I didn't think I needed to.
That's me. I'm Vatna.
He's Vatna.
All right. Sounds
You
like we
go.
got a plan. Well, wait in here, Your Highness. I guess, Turing, you can wait in here too, since you probably want to catch up.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm cool. It's like, I'm not much of a fighter, so I'm not gonna really be much good out there.
Stay safe.
And he like looks around at the canned food. He's just like, oh, it's just sick.
Is it okay if I borrow those headphones?
Absolutely. And he like takes them off and hands them to you. In here, still safe.
Yep.
You'll be safe in the safe.
Alright.
That's what I was telling, like the King Trolls is like, that's what I was trying to tell everybody. Where would I be safest? In a safe. It's the name.
Yeah, no fault in logic.
Names have power. He points at everybody. And I think he's trying to say that like Gandalf delivering something like prophetic. But it really just is just a guy being... Names have power. He's like, I have power too, but I'm just tired.
Well, Zen, take it out. And Zen, we'll be back.
Yeah, so you guys are in your suits. For now, at least.
I have the helmet off.
Yeah, with the helmet off, you can hear them. Do you want to roll to see how close they are getting?
Sure.
Okay,
That'd
so
be,
you guys still...
6.
Oh, yeah. So then
just take the
you
lower.
have a tough choice. It can... You can close this rift. Tarkus and everybody will have one shot to close this rift before it gets to you. Everybody will be able to make that roll.
You're saying you
Or-
have one shot, one opportunity.
The fact that the last time we saw this character was to have a rap battle that Ceylon very much lost. She lost that one real bad.
Poor girl.
What's option 2?
Option 2 is you can hear, and like it will give you, each of you can roll one 20-sider to try to close the rift. Every non-success, like the only way it'll succeed is with a success, no tough choices, and then you will be ambushed. But if you do succeed, you can immediately prepare an ambush on this creature. But, or you can ambush this creature right now. Like, it's gonna show up right here. Like, you could fully be ready for it. Like, you don't have the rift is still going on, so there's some dangerous stuff going on over there. But you each would get a free attack.
Your roll,
I'd
your
go with
choice.
option 2. As soon as Vatna steps out, say, "Oh, we don't have much time. Can you guys? It's here. She's here."
All right. And Midnight's going to take off, try to take off the suit and hope that the Gossamer Tartan protects him at all.
Alright, so it's gonna come up through here. This first turn, as long as you have your helmets on, Vatna, you don't have you will know about this and you will have time to put your helmet on. As long
Sure.
as your helmets are on, you don't have to make a roll against going to sleep. The helmets are
That sounds better.
negating that.
That sounds better.
Um,
Keep my
The
helmet
helmet on.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are all totally able to get a hit. She's gonna try to destroy your helmets. Like, just when you guys get tough choices, the tough choice is always, if you want it to succeed, she breaks your helmet. But I'll tell you guys all right now, she has 60 HP. She is made of silver. She has 60 AP, and that crystal in her chest is her power source. You can knock her down, you can knock her out, she can be recharged if you are concerned about that. She has the crank in the side of her head or the top of her head. Which one did we think was funnier?
I think the top would be funnier because it's like a peppermill.
Yeah, peppermill.
Alright. So she's got a crank at the top of her head. All you have to do is get that in there and close her up. That is 3 successive rolls to do that. Like, that each have to be a success. But what's you guys' ambush? What's it look like?
I want my first roll to go towards the rift and closing it.
I think Midnight's going to use his Bane tendrils to be pretty much on the ceiling and then try to grab it by the arms to try to restrain it.
All right, yeah, it is restrained.
I'll try to jump on its own and put the crank in.
All right, that'll count as 1 success right there.
Tarkus?
Tarkus, are you waiting on it, or are you like, what's the? Because right now it's just like it did not know that you guys were here.
Tarkus is going to be on standby in case it breaks out of the tendrils.
Yeah, I'll wait to see what happens in case Caram drops the crank or if something needs my assistance.
Yeah, all right, Caram, give me 2d20.
Double up?
Yeah, for that one.
Alright.
Mm.
Rough.
So, as you go to like turn it, you just. Oh, how does
Did he accidentally turn
he
it the wrong way?
crouches down? She crouches down with her arms pinned to her side as she like looks at Midnight, like with the tendrils around her, and then she just springs up. Caram, you feel the stalactite crush into your back as it like silver smashes into you. 4 damage.
Ugh. Jeez.
Alright, Tarkus and Krieg, that's what she's doing. Her arms are like taken off, but she is using her legs and her head as a weapon.
Alright, well, I will see if I can try and get the crank back into position. I'm used to a bit dealing with tall wood.
Alright, yeah, give me those 2d20. That is an amazing one you got there.
Thanks. Worked really hard on it.
I always like it when the ones are the first roll, not the second roll, when we're doing double up, just so it's just like, it meant it.
Is Krieg about to be getting punted?
Yes, 100%. Krieg, guys, like, you go like, what is it? How are you approaching this
Please
thing?
tell me all his coins just scatter like Sonic.
No, I'm not stupid to bring the bag with me. So leave this out of this. So I probably would spring up for the head as soon as it comes back down, trying to get the crank back into position. But since I'm probably a little distracted, keeping one eye over there and one eye on the machine, I don't notice that it's shaking its head like Midnight would when it gets out of the bath, and I go flying into one of the walls. I just kind of splat like that sticky man and start going down.
Yeah, that's how I was picturing it. Like your suit rips open. Have you ever seen what happens when a Stretch Armstrong bursts the skin and bursts the seam?
Oh, I did. Sorry, I have a story.
Yeah, go for it.
I had Fetch Armstrong as a child. I did something bad and skinned it.
Yep, that is that's what Krieg's looking like right now. Up against the wall. Vatna, he comes flying behind you and just splats against the wall. You take... No, you already resisted the migraine thing, so you're fine there. But you take, yeah, this is 8. You just take a straight 8 damage.
Oof.
As, like, your body slams against the wall and does the gooey thing. But at the same time, when you slam against the silver, like, those parts just are, like, slamming you in the back. Even though you're spreading out to absorb it, you're just hitting a bed of nails.
The riff might have been better.
Yeah, next time aim for Oblivion. Alright, Vatna. Can you give me 2d20 for the double up on closing the rift?
Mm-hmm. Anything additional from rift expertise?
I think the 2d20 is going to be good. I think we will ignore 1 unless there's 2 1s. I think it would only count as a like if you roll a success, a 1 doesn't negate it.
Come on, Snake Eyes.
So I would let you want those ones, but
Another 18.
for sure
My
that
third
18
one.
yeah, it is closing up.
Do want to see what's on the other side before I do.
All of these rifts, actually, I can give that to you right now. All of these rifts are looking into the between. It's almost primordial. It is primordial. It is the edge of ideas. No real world, just possibilities. Like, if things are trying to come out of it, they are primordial. They are not really people until, like, you give them names kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Names are powerful.
As I'm stitching, I'm just kind of like also running my hand along the inside like it's a velvet rope. Such idealized texture.
What's it taste like?
I normally don't eat riffs. Oh, good, you're
just
alive.
lick it then. Hey, yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. I got a hole in the suit now, but you know, it still works.
I mean, I won't taste it, but I will stick my head in and just take a big whiff.
Ooh, what did it smell like?
Ideas.
That's an interesting smell.
Imagination.
Alright, Tarkus. You have seen this creature and this robot wrapped in tendrils, like, just headbutt Caram to the ceiling and boot Krieg across the cavern. and she appear. Oh, bad news, Krieg. Can you roll me 2d20 to stay awake?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, no problem. Okay.
I am gonna try to restrain the legs.
Yeah.
Like-
What's that look like?
Like Tarkus is gonna basically tackle her and try to wrap his arms around the legs to knock her down. Try to take away some of that wiggle room for those headbutts.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, you can take 2d20 for this for Midnight, like helping you, like still holding the arms. For sure. Was that the first or the second one? That was the high roll. See, it's because Midnight was helping you for that 18. So you two just bring it to the ground?
Works for me.
Works for me.
She can't, like, move her arms to stop herself from hitting face first on the ground, so she just slams her face down. That does stop her song. Because it does come from her mouth. Alright, so she is face down in front of Midnight. Caram is getting up. Vatna, you see the metal pipe. You see the brass pipe that is slowly, like aerosolized magic all through this place.
This is where the humming coming from? Humming coming.
This place is reverberating to that magic. So once you seal this up, once we repair the pipe, the humming will stop and the allergic reaction should go down once we vent this place.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think there's anything I have that can relate to helping with the situation. Is it a break in the pipe, or does the valve need to be adjusted?
You tell me. Like, is it?
I think two sections of it are just broken from each other, and the bolts need to be reapplied. Or
Yeah, for sure. Like,
I'll help you,
Yeah.
Vatna. Just tell me what to do.
I'd like
okay.
everybody to remember that Krieg keeps talking like this after he got kicked into a wall for 8 damage. Like, he splatted up against that wall, fell to the ground, came back together, and then became just super cheerful all over again.
You look a
Well, I've
little
got
liquefied. You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I've got a giant bag of something to keep me happy. So I'm super happy right now. A little lightheaded because of the blood loss, but you know, that's totally fine.
If I could, I would like to conjure up some replacement bolts to affix to the sections.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Give me... No, it probably is a roll, though. With all, like, magic being kind of wonky down here right now.
I think it is a roll for a full fix.
Yeah,
Okay,
give me,
now I'll hold this here. You take these tiny little screws, and put them in the round holes.
All right. Are they all the way up there or down here?
They're up there. I'll hoist you screw.
All right. Sounds
One,
good.
two,
Just climb on
three.
your shoulders.
Lift.
Here we go. Hey. Found the holes. Gonna put the screws
Yeah.
inside the holes.
Absolutely. Like, you guys patch that up, and immediately you start noticing the drop in the magic in the air. Like, it immediately settles down.
Oh yeah, we're heroes.
For some reason, I just was hearing Starborn Melody on repeat, but on like
Really, really
times
fast.
32 speed.
Yeah. Great song.
So, Caram and Midnight.
I'm not into
Caram,
night
Midnight
lore.
Tarkus. What's the situation for you three? Like she's down. It's just, is it literally just you guys walking up and like putting the crank down? Like, because I don't see how you fail that. You know what I mean? You know what? No.
I mean, just to be
Go ahead.
just to be safe, Midnight is going to channel his shell whip magic through the Bane tendrils just to kind of try to intensify the bindings.
This is her trying to get up. Alright. Caram, Tarkus, and Midnight. All three of you can roll. You gotta beat a 14. Just, she is beginning to get up. How do you stop that?
Could I use my magical tattoo to turn her into porcelain and immobilize her with that?
We could, yeah, I mean, for sure. Her magic, like, her silver's really... Oh, she is made of silver.
Maybe just parts of her instead of the whole thing.
Yeah, give me 2d20 and hit the, like... There are parts of her that she is not a fully silver being. You just gotta beat a 14. Oof.
Unfortunate.
Like, Tarkus, you go in for it, and her one arm, just the elbow, she just like makes a crook in the elbow and spins it, and it just slams right into your ribs and throws you up against the wall. Alright, Midnight and Caram. She is still trying to break free. Oh, 4 damage. Tarkus.
Midnight.
Would using AP to enhance the tendrils could be a second dice?
Yeah, I would take that for sure.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Give me 2d20. Oh. The 11.
I did not mean to hit that.
No, it's okay. I gotcha. She begins building up this impulse around her body. Midnight, your tendrils aren't touching the robot's body anymore. It is like a force field of raw magic is emanating and repelling from her as she is standing up. Caram, she is just about at full height. She is raising her arm and it's looking very Buster Cannon style. She is about to... No, you know what it is? it's a big pulse that she's going to fire all around her, like a hemisphere style. So it's going to hit all three of you if this goes off. Or you'll have to roll for it at least. You have to beat a 14.
You got this.
Shame that did not count. Honestly, I think this... I know this is the most dangerous play, but it sounds like the most fun. I want to try to specifically just channel the empty around that blast. And just keep it in there.
Yeah, give me 2d20.
Oh,
Yeah, 20's
boy.
pretty rocking. All right.
It's the first one too. It meant it.
So you instantly, Vatna, there's a hole in the world. It's like this place, for a second ago, was so full of magic, and now you feel like a black hole, just, and Caram, around you, pulled into all of that like magic that's been just loose floating around, giving those folks migraines. You pull it all into one, and you just black hole it.
Was not expecting that.
Well,
You know what? I want to cheer squad this.
Well, Vatna thinks that the alchemists are attacking right now. Alchemists.
What's wrong, Vatna?
I sense a disturbance in the void.
Is that good or bad?
Bad.
Then a massive explosion of magic happens inside this black void. And you start seeing cracks of light peering through. And then just the robot stands there and has smoke coming out of both of her ears and falls forward.
Okay, but that felt good.
Nice. Alright, you good here with this rod?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Give it a once over.
check on my bag, then make sure it's okay.
Yeah, I think while it's smoking, Crown's just gonna finish twisting it.
And like, you definitely just hear it's just like bodyguard mode active. And King Troll comes out, it's just like, whew. It's like, I have been in there a while.
I'm just taking off the suit now. Hey, Turing, does it feel okay out here?
Turing comes out, and he's just like, he's very, very tentative at first. And he's just like, feels normal. It's like, it smells like burning.
What about the others?
Hopefully they'll get over it too. It's just like, if it's this clear down here, it's gotta be clear up there.
Yeah, if it's not completely clear, you're just open back up. It was, from what we can tell, the magic was getting trapped in here. Opening back up should alleviate whatever is left.
Unclear if the safe broke the pipe, or the pipe made the rift and brought the safe.
Chicken or the egg situation?
Mm-hmm.
Well, did the pipe look smashed, or did it look like it just burst?
Oh, it looked like it was sheared off its hinges. I've been hanging around Flint too much.
The quantum concept right there is just like so problematic. It's just like, did this safe break the pipe, or did the broken pipe cause the rift that caused the safe?
Honestly, with the description of how the pipe was broken, I could easily see that the pressure was growing and it just pulled the pipe apart. Which is why it needed to be rebolted.
Probably it was on. Well, oh, maybe it was like a quantum situation. Maybe because like the connection was on its last legs, it was like the most convenient spot for the safe to pop out.
Yeah, could be both, honestly. Find out later.
Tune in next time.
Find out later, or never, or before we got here.
Alright, so I do believe these people are still a little bit sick because we didn't like burn off the magic with no earphones or earmuffs. I do think if you put those earmuffs on people, it's gonna like burn that magic and the residual magic right quick.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
Caram
need
will
the-
leave the scarf and earmuffs with Turing, so he can do with them as he pleases. If he wants to start handing them out to help people get better faster, that's up to Turing.
Just please don't make any more right now.
Actually, Caram just pulls out his null dagger and just kind of like presses it against people. Not like blade point down, like just the flat part of the blade on them.
Ah, yes, the
I
healing
just-
shiv.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, sweet, fucking stab them.
Real.
Don't worry, I'm a doctor.
All right,
This sudden heel turn.
You may have an extra hole, but at least you'll feel better.
surgery is about cutting people correctly.
Yeah, I think that you can drain. There.
Karam's not going until like they're completely better, just enough that they can like start sitting up and not have to lay in bed anymore.
There is some like reactions to it through the fact that these people have a lot of silver in them. Like the mice are less silver than the dwarves, but they are. So the dwarves like the fire starts earlier, so some of them like back away from it. Like and some of them don't want it at all. Some of them would rather just like have the magic like leach out of them.
And Karam will respect any of their decisions.
Yeah,
Can I help with some
absolutely.
of that leeching?
Oh yeah, for sure. You guys can like do a fucking like mash episode.
Yeah, I guess Vatna would probably know how to get magic out of these people a lot easier than Karam.
Let's do a little bit of a siphon.
I have a way, but no one would be happy. I
Oh, my
guarantee you
intrusive
no one
thought.
Would be happy.
My intrusive thought is Tarkus helps by grabbing a dwarf by the ankle and spinning him around till the magic comes out.
Ah, yes, centrifuge.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, the ones that are okay with the nulls, Karam will help. And I'm sure any that are okay with null, one of the others will definitely be able to help with too.
Okay, now line
some-
up, line up. We have multiple treatment options.
It's like the Pepsi challenge, you know. And don't worry, Krieg is giving everybody the placebo.
Gotta have the control in your experiment.
But yeah, absolutely. Let's King Troll and everybody is here. Like, um, the his bodyguard robot is fine again, and she is just like walking around helping people out. She's very useful. The problem is the only thing that it takes to put her into like seek and destroy mode is for the crank to be turned, and King Troll refuses to change her. So he understands the risks, and he thinks your lives are are worth it, you know?
I haven't given it the crank back yet.
It's like, but it's part of her.
Is
Dad,
he wearing
your
the
dad-
crank like a hat?
You need to put this in a case that people vote when they use it.
Did you?
He's just like, it goes exactly where it should. And he puts it right back into the hole on her head and tamps it down.
Caram just slowly trying to reach up for it again.
And she's just, no. Puts it, no.
Put your hand
Slowly gets
slowly
it.
back down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the robot just slowly pushing the hand back down.
Yeah, then she's like the robot with her hand on your head, and you're just like, come on.
Just a little more. Just bend down a little bit.
Now you know what I feel like, Karam.
The fun part of her though is she's never actually killed anybody. I'm pretty positive I can say that. Most of the time,
Yeah.
she just walks around the city putting people to sleep.
Now, King Troll, did anything else come through the rift with you? Inside the safe or otherwise?
Inside the safe, we had all of our provisions, like all of our silvered cans, many delicacies from the seasonings world, mostly stewed mushrooms.
Any coffee?
Of course, some of the coffee came through. But and he sniffs. He's like, "Smells like the dwarves are brewing the same stuff here."
Oh, I made that.
Canonically, these dwarves have the exact same coffee as King Troll does. It is from the same place, even.
Should we bring some back for Soki?
Please don't.
Oh, I want to bring some back for myself.
Yeah, I would like some.
Absolutely. This is like cans of coffee, can of coffee, can of coffee, can of coffee, can of coffee.
Merry Caroling Day. Kind of pat my pockets. I didn't really get you anything.
And he's just like, you all got me out of that safe. It's just like, I don't think he's a bad ruler, so I don't think he's like a bad guy and is gonna claim this place as his own now. He's gonna help nurse these guys back to health.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he doesn't seem like the kind of person that'd try to take rule. He seemed, and if I'm being honest, we've seen the dwarves of Lullaby. They wouldn't accept someone just trying to assert themselves as a ruler.
Yeah, it's like I was 50-50 with him when I started today's game of which way he was gonna go. But then you guys made the mouse so much better, and he led you right to him. So.
All right.
Well, seems like their problem's fixed. We got the anomaly taken care of.
Yeah, we should totally get out of here before anything wakes up.
What?
That's a
Krieg,
weird
what's in the
thing to
bag?
say.
Well, these
Weird thing to
people
say,
are
but-
probably really sick and they need to sleep, so we shouldn't wake them up. So,
What's in the bag?
nothing. Oh yeah, there is something in there, and it's mine. Like I said, it's my stuff.
Hmm.
Promise to
What'd
let
you
me
do?
see.
Promise to show Vatna once we get on the airship.
I won't tell.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Is it a
that
problem
is
we
We
should
did
probably
get that
address?
bit
That
on
is-
mission.
that is when the screen would fade to black. Krieg, we'll talk about this in your call with us, your character call, that we literally just added a dragon's horde to the amount of money that Krieg has. So like,
My wife
That
is gonna
is-
be so happy.
right? I was like, it's like you robbed a hypothetical.
Damn right I did.
Solid. Okay.
So what happens to that
and-
dragon's dragon status now that it doesn't have a horde?
I mean, did it even
It's
come
not a
into
dragon
being?
anymore then.
Oh, it's a worm.
It's just a big lizard.
The white right now, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know if it came into being since it didn't touch Krieg.
Oh, like it couldn't see Krieg, couldn't interact with Krieg. The only person that was aware that it might exist blinked out of existence. It's gone.
All right, nobody come to go look for it then. Let's go.
Krieg is the dragon.
It's just money you found, like friends of the money you found along the way.
Oh, speaking of friends, yeah, I'm sneaking this can of coffee to Stokie.
Of course.
Just give
Hey,
it to
that's
me.
what I
I'll
was gonna
drop
do.
it off next Tomb Squad meeting.
But I want
We're
to
all
know it's
promised
from
not
me.
to tell Kay though, right?
Put a sticky note on it.
All right.
Merry Caroling Day.
All right, everybody. We went into the Silver Mountains, figured out the fact that the dwarves have an allergy to the Echo's magic. It is based on the fact that we used the mushrooms to inoculate them, and we know how to help them. That they can either get over it like naturally with time, or they can take measures that it will not hurt them so much. But they stay in their Silver Mountains. This isn't going to do a lot to like get them out of the Silver Mountains, probably, but it is what it is.
We'll take the brownie points.
Right? It's just like they appreciate it. You guys have figured out medicine, and then somebody just looks at Caram and does air quotes medicine. It's just like, okay. And then they look at Krieg, and he is literally selling a product called snake oil, and people are still buying it. But in the mine, we went down into the mines, we figured out that first we figured out putting null earmuffs on the mouse cured him of his headache, and he was able to guide you straight into the mines. Then he went almost completely wrong before Midnight stepped in, realized that reality was going a little wonky, and course corrected. So we just went straight to the place that we needed to go. You guys met up with King Troll before you realized that Krieg was missing, who literally stole a dragon's horde, decided to not exist, started existing again, and then walked into the party. You guys closed a rift, fixed a pipe, fought a robot, and that robot was beating the shit out of you guys for a second. Then you guys got it taken care of, went back up top, got coffee for your prize, and then did a bunch of medicine, which again, air quote medicine. Yeah? that feels like a game. Alright, and tomorrow we are doing a Batman time game, everybody. Even if Batman can't show up, he's got computer problems. It's crazy. But we're still gonna start at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you guys so much for playing. This was a fucking riot. So thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Right,
running and
everybody.
preparing.
Thank you, and bye forever.
Goodbye.
Bye for never.